Why do you want to work for this particular department?
I am extremely passionate about learning new technologies and adapting myself in a situation where I can not only bring some technical solutions but also I can bring something broader. I have a personal zest to work with the banking industry, IT divisions, because I believe that comes with enormous challenges and early responsibilities. And I have that kind of motivation to bring some technological solutions for my clients and also make a sustainable impact to their businesses and and I am sure this and my personal interest for business management, outsourcing, strategy, then technology analytics, performance improvement, and then business and technology risk. And apart from that, I know that this program will allow me to have an extraordinary, outstanding professional career. And also, this RBS Technology and Transformation Graduate Program will not only allow me to see through the technology functions in depth, it will also allow me to understand the interlink between the business technology and other business divisions such as IT, finance, audit, and regulatory. And also this will provide me to bring some to impact to its customers. I'm sure this program will not only allow me to have to not only allow me to see through the technology in depth, but it will allow me to have give me understanding of interlink between the business technology and other business divisions such as IT, finance, tax, regulatory, and it will allow me to make a significant and valuable contribution to its customers' future success. Plus, collaborating with different stakeholders can will provide them different creative and innovative ideas. Sounds really fascinating to me. In addition to that, my interest of systems plannings and management, business analysis, IT and outsourcing, information management, and relevant experience in the retail industry will be relevant to this position. Apart from unique learning, professional development, and a relevant experience, this program will provide me to have an extraordinary career in the future.
Okay. What do you think? What are the challenges associated with this role?
Right. When we talk about the challenges, then I think they can be categorized in three groups. First, the environment. First, the technology thing. Understanding of what is I am doing. That means building an actual model and then how to construct and different kinds of analysis. In short, how to approach to build those. It means when someone come to the banking industry and they don't have any prior experience and this is something new to them and this is what they are supposed to do. So I think this is going to be one of the major challenges is associated with this role. So if I face this problem, how am I going to deal with that? In my opinion, networking, studying, and learning will bring the possible solutions to this. Sorry. The second challenge is associated with this role is the environment itself. Dealing with a group of extremely bright and motivated people who all drive themselves and they expect a lot from each others. And I think the amount of work and the intensity associated with this role and understanding of what is I am expected to do and actually physically delivering that is going to be another major challenge is associated with this role. So I think the solutions to this problem is planning my own task and finish my task before the time, and reviewing will bring the possible solutions to this problem. Then the third challenge, which is associated with this role, is putting up everything all together after developing a piece of product. And then you have to understand the strategic nature of that piece of product, and then you have to understand the strategic nature of that piece of product, and then you have to understand where and how to use, and how this product is going to bring the best value to the customers or to the organization, and the context of this product to the customer's use. I think understanding that it is very important, and it is very challenging associated with this role. So to deal with this challenge, I think talking to other team, networking, and learning more about the products is going to bring the solutions. So we can see that there are mainly three kind of challenges are associated. Number one is the technical thing, and then second time
Operating environment.
operating environment, and delivering it in a strategic level. So these three of the main challenges are associated with this role.
Okay, thanks. Can you please describe how did you research about the about RBS and the job you have applied for?
Right. My research started 2 years ago when I visited the RBS stall at a career fair at University of Greenwich, where I had a long conversation with one of the RBS associates and about the RBS and about its success story. And that instantly motivated me to know more about RBS. So what I did, I started searching the RBS website and also the graduate website, and I started watching some videos. And in addition to that, I would like to mention that our university has a huge collection on RBS and the different types of graduate roles, and they have a huge collection about the experience from the recent graduates, and that includes the experience in their telephonic interview and their assessment center, and how these 24 months graduate programs helps them to improve and develop their careers and their strategic understanding of the company. And it also mentioned that how this program also helped them to get to know more about the develop and to help and learn more about the business awareness and leadership skills. So my search was not stopped there. I continued my search by searching some conventional and non-conventional source of information. For example, I regularly follow Guardian and Times of not the Financial Times to get an update about RBS, not only RBS actually, about the whole financial industry. And I also follow the Twitter where the senior executives makes their comments and share their opinions and experience while working with RBS. And finally, my ambition, my search got shaped when I met with some of my former classmates who have been working with RBS for last couple of years. So from their experience and everything what I learned from them, I decided this is the place, RBS, which will offer me the right platform to become a future business leader.
Can you please give me an example when you completed multiple tasks with quality?
Yeah, I would like to give you an example when I was in the university. It was in the month of April in 2010. That at that time I had to deal with three different tasks, three multiple tasks at the same times. And then as a result of that, I was under pressure to complete those tasks, and I was stressed. So what I did to come out from that situation, I made a to-do list for every single task which I needed to complete. And then I prioritized those tasks. So I gave the highest priority, sorry, বলা হলো না টাস্কগুলো কী কী, তাই না? আবার প্রথম থেকে শুরু করি। আচ্ছা, I would like to give you an example from my university. It was the month of April 2010 when I was dealing with 3 multiple tasks. Those were the review for my end of term time exam. The second one was I had to complete a 6,000 words coursework, and the third was I was feeling motivated, so I decided to volunteer in a business skill sessions. So these 3 tasks require a lot of effort to complete. So as a result of that, I was feeling under pressure to complete those tasks, and I was stressed. So what I did to come out from that situation, I created a to-do list for every single task which I needed to complete, and then I prioritized those tasks according to, on the basis of which ones is urgent and important, and I gave my highest priority to the review for the end of term time exam, and then second priority I gave to the business skill session because of the short time scale, and the less priority I gave to completing the 6,000 word coursework because I had the deadline to submit that coursework after winter vacation. So I didn't wanted to create any urgency just before submitting the coursework, so I decided to start the coursework at that time. And then what I did, I created schedule for every single task, and then my end of term time exam schedule ensured me that I completed my revision just few days ahead of my exam, and my business skill sessions schedule gave me some contingency time, so if in case anything emergency or unexpected situation arises. Though the business skill session itself was a multitask, was a huge task. So what I did, I divided it in smaller tasks and more specific tasks, and more specific tasks, and I used the key pyramid method. I used the pyramid method for doing that, and then I delegated some of those tasks among 2 other volunteers, but of course before that I considered their strength and weaknesses, and I constantly held meetings with them to make sure they are on top of everything, and at the same time I constantly monitor that to-do task and schedule task list, and then I used to ticking those tasks off every time when I used to finish each task. Then as a result of that, I business skills session ran smoothly. I achieved 2.1 in my end of term time exam and a first in 6,000 word coursework. So what I learned from that incident, that spending sufficient time on planning and spending and
prioritization
no,
and scheduling of task.
Spending sufficient time and on planning and effective time management are the key factors to deal with multiple tasks and to deal with the conflicts. And then scheduling, prioritization and
careful planning
helped me to organize and to finish my task before the deadline.
So tell me, Sabina, if you have to do it again, are you going to change anything?
Am I going to change anything? ভাবিনি তো দেখি কি হবে কি ভাববি, এটা উত্তরটা কি হবে? বিজনেস স্কিল সেশনটা নিয়ে কিছু করা যাবে?
ওটা নিয়ে এটা কিছু করতে হবে, পরে ভাবা যাবে এটা। Tell me about a time when you could not achieve your goal due to some setback.
Right. Okay, I would like to share with you an experience when